that it? Oh God. Oh. Oh man. The condition of that thing.
Yeah.
It's just sad.
Like it's been
Covered in dust.
out in the, like, horse corrals.
Cookie and cream.
A lot of puzzle games.
From Software. It's the same people who made Dark Souls. Why do we keep seeing that company? Super Bust-A-Move 2. If only it was Bust-A-Move 2 for the NES.
Yeah.
Hello. How much,
First of all, how much are you asking for that?
For the game?
I assume you're selling.
Well, the thing we have for $15 by itself, it does work. It's just dusty because it was sitting in my garage. And the games we have listed at $3, but if you make an offer on something, you know, it's individually priced.
Okay.
So, I mean, originally I had the PlayStation and 4 games that were mine for $20. The additional games are my brother's, but I'll sell it.
Okay.
Yeah, those are games.
That's a DVD.
Did you bring up that movie for the water? Did you go in and get
I
that?
got
take that one.
sidetracked.
Thank you.
I'll go get it right now. I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. You got pushed to the bottom of the list.
make me cry, all the games that are not here? Oh man.
There's like a million
Oh.
Pokemon games.
There was a many Pokemon
Yeah.
games.
Yeah, he must have snuck in there at some point, taken them out and sold them.
That's painful.
What can we give you for this right here? This stack.
What would you offer for that?
I don't know, $5?
Including this?
Yeah.
Did you have to figure
I
out that?
think,
This way you didn't hear the music.
I mean the cases are empty, so those are different.
You take this twisted
Would you go 8? I think she wanted to sell that for $5.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go 8. You can obviously have that, Fanta, if you're
Sure.
driving. Make sure they're here. We've had a big problem with not having
Oh, yeah.
buying games and then they don't have the games in it recently.
Cool, huh?
Did you
We
check
have
the other
5.
two?
We've got 3.
I'm gonna
Perfect.
check Kingdom Hearts. Perfect.
There you are.
Thank you.
Oh God, what happened? Someone Sharpied over it. Yeah, it'll work. It's dusty.
Cool.
Everything's dusty. I can tell it's been in that shed out there.
Yeah.
All right, hey, appreciate it. Thank you very much,
Yeah,
guys.
thank you.
I don't know where to put that
Hey,
book.
can we have this too? This empty thing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Gameboy.
Have a great day, guys.
You too.
One, 2, 3. Do you have change for a 10?
Yeah.
Excellent. Here you go. All right. Thank you. All right. Cool. You don't have any of these other games you want to sell before I take off?
Do you like Wii games? I don't know.
Maybe.
Mario, I like Mario. This is the only thing I play anymore. They're the only ones I understand.
Got it.
Giving Mario. And I'm a fan of Mario. I like Mario. This is the only thing I play anymore. They're the only ones I understand.
That's what the Wii was really famous for, is that everyone could figure it out. like toddlers or people that have never played a game before. I've been doing leg workouts for the first time in like years. Yeah. Leg workouts, not for me.
Well, mostly some of the CDs I do like some, I don't know, man. If you want to dig through there, do make it
CDs, I love it.
You know, they probably don't have them in there. They're probably in like, you know, their cases.
Right.
Oh, Sublime.
That was a good band.
Yeah, it used to be until the guy killed himself.
I wish that heroin didn't exist. We'd have so many good bands still.
And actors
And everything.
comedians and
Yeah.
everything, yeah.
Heroin just kind of ruined the 90s.
Perfect, thank you.
I'm gonna just try to get all the CDs out of the mess
This I'm
here.
excited for. A, because there's a box. B, because I need a controller.
Mad 96 day Uno buy.
NBA Jam. That's day one buy. I didn't have it already.
VHS is encased in little. I thought these were gonna be.
Which one of these are the good ones?
And what's this here? All sports games.
Oh.
Oh my god, that system.
Oh.
Jeez.
What happened to it?
It looks like someone like took it up to the roof and just like redid a roof, and the Nintendo just sat there while they were redoing the roof. Controllers.
Find anything else at all?
No, it's. I thought I had another box with some games, but I don't know where it's at.
This is a box full of just 1990s.
Yeah, I thought I had. Is the PlayStation part in there? No.
The PlayStation system is in here. Certainly, you have a box with Super Nintendo games because so far we haven't found any, but you have the system right there. So somewhere is that box of Super Nintendo games. I thought they were going to be.
The storage unit.
Thought they were going to be in these things.
I think there's some good times there too. VHS tapes, man.
Oh man, I loved getting them at the video store and having them not be rewind, so you have to sit there for 15 minutes and rewind it before you get to enjoy it.
I wonder where the PlayStation thing is.
The system's right here.
Oh, you got. Okay,
yeah.
Okay. So it wasn't there.
It's like chalk.
Drywall.
Okay, perfect. My prediction was right then.
Yeah.
Here's a nice controller if you're looking for one. And it has a little chalk drywall on it, but other than that, it looks in good condition. San Diego versus Pittsburgh AFC Championship, 1995.
1995, buddy. That was our year.
You a San Diego fan?
Yeah.
Did they make the Super Bowl that year?
Yeah, that's the year they lost to San Francisco.
Oh, it sucks.
I got rid of that game. Or I got rid of that.
You deleted that. You deleted the footage there. That sucks, man. That's like a rival too, an in-state rival. Yeah, I don't know what I want out of here.
I don't either.
If you found those games, I would definitely be interested. I don't need the systems. I have them.
For the PlayStation games?
No, you should have a bunch of these somewhere. It looks like Madden here. Because you have the system right there and you only have like 2 games on them. Certainly
I know I probably had more games.
in that box you have a bunch of games.
But then again, I had nephews and stuff that took stuff too. So
That commandeered it.
donated to the cause, babysitting cause.
This is the year that San Diego must have been good then on this Madden, 1996.
That was the year after they went to the Super Bowl, man.
Yeah. How much would you ask for just this game?
Make me an offer, bro. Whatever.
Is it $2?
Sure.
I wonder what the first Madden was, like in the 80s?
I don't know. What was it even called?
That's why I guess it would depend on when it.
You bet, man. Thanks.
Guess it would depend on when it came out. Yeah, would you take $2 for this too?
Yeah, dude, cheers. Take it.
Awesome.
You guys playing them, or what do you guys do with them?
We have collections. Yeah,
really?
we have a big game room at my house.
Oh, that's cool, man.
We play them when we can, but unfortunately, with real careers now, free time has been.
Yeah.
How much would you ask on this? Just
Make me an
ballpark.
offer. I don't know, dude.
I woun't want to give you too much because I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna work. If drywall got in this, it's gonna be kind of screwed.
They were all sealed up in this, but I mean, dust did get in there. Had the whole house re-sheetrocked. Actually, I think it's the spray on texture stuff.
Would you take?
Whatever.
Would you take like $5 if we took it with a controller?
Cheers.
Awesome. You want it?
Sure.
Okay, go for it. Yeah, I have right now. Obviously, I don't have any space at the room as we're getting the
Cheers,
shelving
man.
unit.
Yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, yeah.
Thanks, guy.
Look at home. Please, you guys will enjoy it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Let me. I'm sorry, guys.
We'll play a few more.
Pardon me. Out of my mind. Gameboy.
Battleship. I'm not sure, but I think these come with it.
You weren't cool unless you had stickers on your Game Boy.
All the little cutie ones.
I did this too. I'm guilty.
Little
I'm
stickers
guilty.
on it.
It was cool to have your own little like customized system, if you will. And I'm also the edgy kid that took the label off Pokemon Blue when I got it as a kid.
Oh god.
I was super edgy. And then wrote Pokemon in Sharpie.
I was the kid that never wrote on any of my games and kept them all mint.
You were the good kid.
I was a good kid. I'm proud of myself.
You were well raised.
Castlevania, that's cool. Tetris, Paperboy. Oh, Paperboy's in the Super or NES.
Another Tetris. What is? It's so common to see. What is going on, YouTube? White here once again with legendary film director Stanley Kubrick. I want to thank you for
like
unfortunately, Eyes Wide Shut was your last film, which is kind of a depressing way to go out.
Did he write that, or did he direct it?
He directed it, at least, I think he directed most of it, and I think for some reason he might have died during it, or at least right after post-production. Something weird happened, but
he made The Shining.
Anyway, he made some really good movies, and then he made some movies that are arguably too deep for some people, which could myself might be included. But speaking of a bizarre, weird thing, this last month has just been absolutely out of this world weird.
Yeah, I mean, we're hoping to get a video up every week during October. That was the plan, and it could have happened if it didn't frickin' rain almost every weekend.
We had too hot of weather 3 weeks ago. We had monsoon storms in October last week, and then this last week was pleasant, and this is kind of what we expected every week, what we got last week.
Yep.
However, all this stuff together is decent. It's just kind of sad because in October you expect the best.
Yeah.
You expect the best. If this was July or something, I would just be like, oh, this was a great month, or this was a great couple weeks. But
or December.
Spy Cam, December's going to be terrible. December to February, just awful. Spy Cam is on the absolute fritz. We're going to go back to the other one we have. The one you have somewhere. Apologize for some of the Spy Cam stuff got cut off, obviously, especially from this last weekend. But we have the prices. That's why we do the pickup videos. Nothing is left unheard or unseen. We have the prices. We have the negotiating, all that stuff. We remembered it was a week ago. So let's jump into the Soul Find of 3 weeks ago. Tell us what you saw at Rubio's.
I was looking through Facebook, and there is the Oro Valley Yard Sale group. So I saw this lot and was hoping maybe they had some more stuff. Then we went there and we found some stuff. I mean, it wasn't like great.
It was weird. It was weird, but a good. It was like as good as it gets for empty cases. Basically, let's jump into that.
Exactly.
You saw PlayStation 2. Like there was a PlayStation 2 bundle.
Yeah, PlayStation 2 was in the picture. That was like mainly what they're advertising. We started driving there before they actually answered me back what they had.
Right.
So we actually got there, and
this might have been our first find in channel history post Rubio's.
Yeah,
I really do think so.
We found nothing all day.
So I'll jump into really quick the PlayStation 2 games that we did end up getting. I'm pretty sure we showed that it was kind of a crappy lot. I'm pretty sure I showed it on the Spy Cam. But Star Wars Battlefront, the very first one. Obviously, we're getting the new one in a few weeks, right?
Yep.
And Halo 5. It's going to be a pretty big month. And then the very first Kingdom Hearts, which was also a really big game to a really big franchise. And my favorite one still, in fact, one of the only ones I played the second one, and I played Dream Drop Distance or whatever it's called.
Oh, you liked that one?
Yeah, it was alright. This one's my favorite one. I like the soundtrack a lot, and I obviously love the Disney Channel, or the Disney elements. The only one I liked more was the second one because you went to The Lion King, you went to Pride Rock and everything.
That's cool.
Which is my favorite
That's
Disney
really
movie.
Cool.
So hop into your find and then the random crap.
I got Pokemon Fire Red version, and I mean that's cool. I got it for like what, $5? So and then this
nice
part,
label on that.
This is cool because of the cases we got, but really sad because of what cases
we could have
gotten.
We ended up paying nothing for this, right? She just gave us his cases.
I think it was nothing.
You paid $5 for that, and I paid
$5.
$5 for those two games, and then the cases were just free. Transformers, Decepticons, which will just be a blank DS case. Pokemon Pearl version, which we'll keep because we'll always find a loose copy of this at some point. And Pokemon Diamond. And this is why I'm so jealous of you working at GameStop, getting all of these just for free. Probably the best one of the lot, Pokemon Heart Gold. It is with manuals and everything in there, so.
I just got a loose one of these. If I don't have the case,
Perfect, take it.
Okay, cool.
Pokemon Platinum. I almost bought this at Bookman's for $32 knowing we had the case. Pokemon Diamond, and Final Fantasy Echoes of Time.
I wonder if that one's any good.
This wasn't the music one, was it? Was this the
No,
music
that's
one?
Theatrhythm.
Okay, that's right.
Something.
Theme Park.
That's it.
This might actually be fun. Roller Coaster Tycoon-esque.
If we had the game.
And Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga, which right now, I don't know about you, but me and everyone on the planet are really into Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm watching the old movies, so is everyone else. That new trailer came out and obviously just really, I thought it was amazing. Yeah, I thought it was amazing. Some people bitched about it, but those people...
I'm really looking forward to the new Battlefront game.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't screw up. EA has a tendency of screwing up, though.
If you haven't seen already, go check out my review of the beta.
Just make a newer version of the old games.
That's all they had to do.
That's all they had to do,
but
because
they
the
did
old ones were perfect. I know.
I don't...
But EA, they need to figure out ways to microtransaction everything. Let's jump into last weekend. Last weekend, basically, we did not go out because it was pouring rain.
It was pouring, yeah.
At 8 a.m.
And then it cleared up.
At about 11 a.m., we both went out to do errands and stopped at a few garage sales individually. Hop into what you got first.
So, once again, Facebook came through. I woke up and was just scrolling through Facebook because I didn't want to get out of bed. And I saw this giant Wii lot in that yard sale group again. So I quickly texted on there, like, what games do you have? And then...
you said put it on hold.
Could you put those games on hold? So I had them put a couple games on hold, and when I got there, every single game from the lot was still there, so I kind of just picked some more.
No one went, just like me and you, everyone woke up, went back to bed because it was raining.
Awesome.
Yep.
So I wouldn't have gotten this lot otherwise. No. Not huge, like not great prices, $2 a game. But
because there's some decent games.
Yeah, they're not bad. One of the games will basically cover the whole thing. Resident Evil 0. I don't have this one for the Wii, but I do have it for the GameCube.
Been on the lookout for that.
I don't know why I bought this, honestly. I just saw Resident Evil and was like, I should get that.
For $2, sure. Absolutely.
Medal of Honor Heroes 2. I don't know why I got this one either. I was still waking up, I guess. I remember my friend had this at his house when the Wii first came out, so it's kind of interesting.
Light gun game.
This game right here I always pick up because it goes for about $6 in trading credit at GameStop. So that basically covers like half the lot.
Right.
So pick that up for the trading credit.
This infamous game.
Metroid Other M. You know, a lot of people hate this game. A lot of people don't mind it. By the way, all of them are complete. And they're pretty good condition, I remember. Yeah, perfect condition.
They were resellers, by the way. I talked to them.
Really?
Yeah, They got all these out of storage units.
Yeah. He told me like how he sells online and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm looking forward to playing this game. I've heard it's not as bad as most people say it is.
Play it and form your own opinion.
This is a arcade game, actually. Ghost Squad. It was one of those games where you push on the pedal and you like hide.
Yeah, like Time Crisis.
And then you go up. This is like Time Crisis, but has different missions. It's really cool. And then a factory sealed copy of Manhunt 2 for the Wii.
Didn't we just find Manhunt 2 on PlayStation or something like a month ago?
Yeah, we found Manhunt 1 on the PlayStation. Now I've got the second one.
And I called it edgy.
This is the edgiest game of all time, especially the Wii version, because you do all the motions of the killing. So this was really, really controversial when it came out, because
just picture you doing that.
It's a kid's console where you're doing the motions of slitting someone's throat, cutting their face off, and wearing it. All that kind of thing. So I'm really looking forward to playing that.
The Buffalo Bill Simulator.
And then for $1, I picked up some Wii power cords, which I kind of wish I hadn't now, because I just
of course, a week later
got something else. But I got this because I have 2 loose Wiis, and I wanted to test them
complete
to see if they worked.
They're complete-ish. I got 2 games at yard sale. These guys were completely closing up. The big community sale we wanted to go to, I was driving to Chipotle and I saw the sale, so I pulled off and they were closing up. Kid ran in and got these games. Pretty cool because he was a young kid. He was probably like 10 and he had these games, so it means he's obviously bought them way after they came out. But Kingdom Hearts Chains of Memory. I remember this game had like a cool card system for combat.
A lot of people hated that.
I thought it was fun.
Really?
But I played it in 8th grade, so I don't know if it still would hold up. And then take a guess what this blue game was. I'm guessing Pokemon Ruby. Flame that we found, or Sapphire rather. Yeah. And you found, is that Ruby or is that's Fire Red? This is
Fire Red. I actually like Fire Red more.
Me too, because it's
a remake. Exactly, it's the original game. but with better graphics
Right.
and everything.
If I'm
So
going to play
looking forward to
Pokemon
playing
Ruby,
this.
obviously right now I'm going to play the 3DS version too. I'm not going to play
Yeah,
the Game Boy
exactly,
Advance
yeah.
one. That, however, is a really cool remake of the original.
Do you think they'll ever remake the remake?
They will remake the original again, yeah, I guarantee it. Within the next
What the hell are they gonna
5
call it?
years. I don't know. But they'll remake it. This itself is already, what, 15 years old? 12, 13 years
That
old?
makes me feel
Isn't
so
that
old.
crazy? The remake is already that old.
Oh my god.
So let's jump in. We've got 10 more minutes here on the camera. Let's jump into the... what should have been the most epic find ever. When I first walked up, I thought it was going to be epic. It ended up just being okay. Tell them what you found when you went up there initially.
When we went up initially, I asked him what he had, and he said PlayStation 1 stuff.
Okay. It
And
wasn't
then
far off. There was some PlayStation 1 stuff.
And then he came out with a big old bucket, and I was like, oh, this is going to be another
Right.
mother load. It's going to be great. And then we got this stuff we're going to show
The
off.
first thing I saw was that box controller, but because it was $2, Madden 96 complete in box. Pretty big NFL fan, so just the nostalgia of seeing the old teams and stuff. And a complete in box game to go on the shelf. $2. I know it's sports, but still pretty cool.
And then I got a complete in box Super Nintendo controller. I don't know how much this was. It was like
$2. That's why I got
$2.
Madden for 2, because you offered them 2.
Perfect condition inside. Just beautiful condition on the controller.
First party, right? That wasn't a
Yeah, that was the
remake or
first,
anything?
that's
Okay.
the first party one. And then this one's got a little bit of drywall on it. Another Super Nintendo controller, pretty damn good condition though, besides the drywall on the
Yeah,
cords.
which will clean right off.
And then a Super Nintendo, which is yellowing a little bit, which means it's one of, I think, the like original release ones.
This means the fire retardant. And this, if this works, I would be worried about this starting a structure fire in your house.
Yeah,
Be
it's
careful when you
covered in
test it.
drywall, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a wet paper towel.
But you paid $5 for it. You offered
Just
5,
clear.
and I thought that was a fair offer, honestly, because
So,
this might not work at all.
It's a gamble, but if it works, I got a Super Nintendo for $5.
And if it
Sounds
doesn't,
cool.
you can sell it and make your money back for parts only.
Yeah. It's a win-win scenario.
And that guy was really nice. It's too bad he didn't have a more epic lot. Like, imagine if the guys in the past with the actually had the
Oh,
epic
man.
lots were as nice as him. Oh, just $2 for anything.
That would be awesome.
But it was a bunch of sports games, unfortunately. Let's take a quick breather, and then we'll get into the big lot. So getting into our...
Carpet's like awkwardly
I
trapped.
know, I can't wait till I get... I'm just going to get wood on this floor eventually. Getting into... stupid, like, stickers. I hate when people do this. Why did she do this on there, too? Like, it wasn't even, like, video game stickers. It was, like, orange stickers that you get on oranges.
Yeah, the cuties stickers. Like, she really liked them, because look at how many she's eating.
This is fine. This is just on junk, but putting it on a electronic item like that, pretty tacky.
So many, yeah.
Normally, I see video game related stickers or like little girl like stars and pink things and stuff and flowers. That's just the weirdest.
This is
thing.
weird, but she was an old lady, so I mean...
And she can do whatever she wants. Yeah, it's fun. You went up and asked about this lot. You asked about video games, period.
Yep.
And you were the thing I noticed from the cars. You were literally walking away to me. You were already down the driveway entirely.
Yeah, the first lady I talked to said no. They didn't have anything. I'm like, okay, you're old, I understand. And then an even older lady was like, wait a minute, what were you looking for? And I'm like, I'm looking for video games. She's like, oh, like what? And I just start mentioning Nintendo, PlayStation, stuff like that. And she's like, well, I have things for a Game Boy. I'm like, yeah, that's a Nintendo console. She's like, okay, let me go grab that.
Sweet.
So she went inside and came out with this entire bucket right here, which I was originally like...
Which is beautiful. Since
Yeah.
you didn't see it on the video, we paid $20 for this bucket. She asked, she's like, make us an offer, blah, blah, blah. And I said, the only stipulation is me and him are going to split it. So the price that we ended up on
$20.
via her was $20, which is
isn't bad.
absolutely awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
Awesome for this lot. The find of the lot, of course, is complete in box Game Boy Advance SP.
Just gonna have to take all the stickers off.
And then you're going to have to use Goo Gone. But I've done that in the past, and they
Oh.
usually turn out looking really nice. The
screen
screen is
is
always
just
the most
flawless.
important part. As long as the screen looks great, you're in business.
Even the inside is pretty nice.
So, take Goo Gone, fix this up, and now you have a complete in box. I have one already.
And
so.
what makes me really happy about this complete in box console is not that it's just complete in box, but this is the exact color I had as a kid.
Perfect.
So it's great. I'm super excited to have a box for it now. And they originally spent $99 on it.
Yep, that was probably brand new.
That's awesome.
I'm guessing. I still remember when that thing first got launched. That was the most excited I've ever been
Oh, yeah.
about a console in my entire life.
It was awesome.
Next big complete in box cool thing. What the hell's the loose cart? It's in there somewhere. Mortal Kombat on Game Boy.
That's
and the best
awesome.
thing about this lot is that she kept everything in these little Nintendo cases,
which is
really
great.
Nice. Keep dust and elements and weather and stuff out.
Another couple cool games. I don't know if this is any good for the Game Boy. Castlevania Adventure. I love the Castlevania game.
Yeah.
So I'm really interested to see what this game is like.
I think it's basically a remake of the first one, if I'm not mistaken.
That's cool.
The very first Castlevania, but with like black and white graphics and stuff. Might not be correct. I've never played it. That's just what I'm guessing.
Double Dragon. If this is the NES game, that's awesome. Tetris Attack. I've never even. I don't know what Tetris Attack is.
I've seen this a bunch of times.
I've seen it. I don't know what it is though. Another copy of Super Mario Land. We probably have. I have like 4 or 5
we always find the
copies
second
of that.
one, don't we? I rarely find
Nope,
the
I have
first
that one.
Okay.
Or
No, I find Mario Brothers Deluxe, the
Yeah.
Game Boy Color game. We find a million copies of that.
Solar Striker. This is like the only one that's out of the box. Not really sure what this game is. The art looks really neat though.
It's like a top-down shooter, the Galaga type thing.
Interesting. All-Star Challenge.
And the sequel's in there. Spoiler alert.
All-Star Challenge 2. There you go. Yeah, right away. Paperboy. Once again, I hope this is like the NES one. That'd be pretty cool. Have you actually played it? I own the game. I have not played it.
I played this one on Game Boy back when I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
This original Game Boy.
F1 Race. Oh, and we actually have the powered up for the Game Boy Advance. So that's
got
cool.
everything.
Rarely do we find those things. It's kind of weird. Revenge of the Gator. Which is oh, it's a pinball game. So that's kind of cool. And then, of course, the obligatory
OG Tetris.
Tetris. Oh, and there's actually a Game Boy Advance game in here.
Yeah, it comes with the box right there.
Oh. And a complete in box Madden. Wow.
Dog Fighting Simulator, 2004.
Oh, because Michael Vick.
Michael Vick, yeah, back when he was the face of a bunch of different advertisers and stuff, just like Tiger Woods, and they both kind of lost their way since then.
And Jared, just all these people. Oh God,
Jared. Mm-hmm.
All these people advertise things. And then we also got a electronic handheld battleship. I'm not really sure how that would work. One player, I guess.
It's just the same concept as Battleship. You just
God,
guess.
that'd be
It's just
so
the same thing. It's just
boring.
boring. It's for old people on the toilet. This thing's swag.
This is cool. Do you even have a colored one like this?
No. You found one a long time ago. I just remember the mirror around the screen is just really cool for some reason.
It's really cool. Game Boy Pocket right there.
The Game Boy Pocket
does not have batteries running.
To me, is a rare system. We find the original Game Boy and we find Game Boy Color.
Rarity.
All day. When do we find Game Boy Pockets?
I have 5 of them.
I've never found one before. Since we found this one years ago.
We've found a lot more.
A Pocket. A Game Boy Pocket.
Yeah.
Name the last video we found a Game Boy Pocket.
I don't remember the video, but I have like 4 different colors.
I believe that you have some, but I've never found these out in the wild. We find Game Boy Original.
See, Game Boy Original for
Color.
a while was kind of the hard thing.
These I find
Speak of
all
the devil. Usually we find these in terrible condition. This, once again, is not bad condition at all. The screen's in just fantastic condition.
It's so funny to think that was portable back in the day.
Yeah, this
and
is
it's really funny to look at the
portable.
Sega Game Gear and say that was portable.
It looks like the batteries actually might still work. Let's find out real quick. Where the hell is the switch?
On the top.
See, I don't use these.
Yep,
Yeah,
it's
it
got
works.
power.
Cool.
Should work.
And also, it does have...
Oh gosh,
Let's
even
make
less
this
portable.
abomination. The speaker system, if you want to hear those horrible sounds even better. And then, if you can't see the screen, I gotta do this. I know
has
I'm
a
making the
backlight,
video
right?
longer. It does. But it doesn't work right now.
Okay, because backlight was like mandatory, or else this thing was unplayable unless it was in like daytime.
So this is the portable power of Nintendo right here.
Portable, it's the size of a tablet today. They can do a million times
It's bigger
more
than a
things.
tablet today.
Yeah.
I think that's it for that box.
That's why the Genesis had a leg up on the competition. I thought was just the backlight alone.
The
How did
Genesis?
they, or the Game Gear rather?
Oh, okay.
How did you not have a backlight on a handheld system?
I don't know.
mean, it was unplayable.
And it took them to the Game Boy Advance SP to have
Isn't that
backlight.
weird? You'd think the Game Boy Advance would have had it. I think Nintendo was already planning out the next console. They're like,
What
we'll
it's-
re-release in 2 years.
But you know what's weird is that in Japan, they had these with a backlight.
That's sick. I've seen people mod them. and
Game Boy Pocket
this would
lights.
be really sick if someone modded this to have a backlight. It'd be dope.
I'd rather have the Game Boy Advance with a backlight.
I know. Game Boy Advance SP is the best handheld system ever made.
Yep.
I'll never argue
Yep.
against that. It's people that think the micro's just the hipster machine.
Micro's cool, but it's too small. The screen's too small. Moving on to
Oh god, this lot.
massive lot here. I'm gonna go quick with the games. First,
None of the games are.
I'm gonna
Ever
be
a
honest.
day.
I didn't even open the bag. I probably should have.
Complete in box Earthbound.
I would just piss myself on camera. So there's nothing in here. I'm guessing the game's in here already. Please tell me the AV cords are in here. There's a nunchuck. That's cool. I'm not seeing the AV cords. I'm getting a little bit sad.
I had something to test the system, but that's.
There's the Tony Hawk ride thing. There's the stand that nobody cares about.
No one ever used.
AV cables! I'm so happy. So there's the AV cables and the power cables in here. Amazing. That's that box. They don't have the original
Things like bulky.
thing, so they have this wireless one,
Oh God, why?
which is stupid.
Oh God.
Oh, well, they had a
Erosion.
wireless one,
Well,
so I'll have to use my Wii U wand thing for it. And then here's the Wii, which has, of course, that broken hinge.
the
Just like
GameCube one,
every...
thank God.
It is the GameCube one, so God, I hope this works.
It's worth its weight in gold. Well, not really, but it's just cool to have the GameCube ports.
Yeah, I wanted... The main reason I bought the Wii... I mean, I have a Wii U, so I can play Wii games. I want to play GameCube in 480p.
Yep.
I want to upscale it. I want to make it look better. So that's the main reason I got it. Plus, man, I got 2 more Wiimotes, so that's cool.
What'd you pay for this lot? Because I walked away.
The lot was $15.
I ran away after I saw the games.
Yeah, the games were abysmal. But $15 for all this, I'm sure I can at least get a couple bucks.
The grandparents said they'll probably never see the kids again, and I was thinking probably because of these games you made them play when
suck.
they were kids.
They're awful.
These games are awful.
Not a single Mario
Not a
game
single
in
like
the lot.
just junk
Just
like
shovelware.
at the, from the bottom
Do you
tier
wanna-
at
here,
Walmart.
you go through those.
Spider-Man 3, My Sims Kingdom, Sims 2 Castaway, Skate City Heroes, Nerf something Elite, Wii Fit, which I'm sure came with the system.
Yeah, Wii Fit's like a 10-cent game. Tony Hawk Ride, Cabela's Survival, Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader? Make the Grade, Just Dance 3, Ben 10 Alien Force, Sim Animals. I don't know what the
At least
hell.
the Cabela's game would be at least
You can-
humorously funny.
Be an animal, I guess. That's weird. And then these two right here, Big League Sports and Wii Play. So maybe I finally have a copy of Wii Play that works. I'm not sure.
You imagine going for a complete Wii collection and just the amount of shovelware games you have on your
that's,
shelf?
that's why I never did it. It's not even worth it.
My whole wall would just be shovelware.
So, holy crap.
Mercifully, that's it. Okay 2 or 3 weeks. Not okay for October, not great,
No.
obviously, but
No.
nothing huge. No huge fines by any means. Not like the last couple yard sale game hunting videos we have. Oh, $60 game. Oh, $80 game. These are all just pretty lukewarm games, but definitely some really cool stuff to see. The Game Boy lot was really fun because we don't see that stuff too often at yard sales. We usually find Game Boy Advance and newer.
Exactly.
We rarely find stuff that old, and I don't remember seeing pockets too often on this channel. I mean, I'm sure you're right. I'm sure that sometime recently we did.
It's been a while since we've had a pocket, but we used to find pockets all
I know
the
you
time.
found that one complete in box.
I found one of those.
That's the only one I can
I
remember.
have a yellow one. I
You
have
found that alone in Rancho Vistoso.
I remember that.
I wasn't with
I have
you.
a berry one, I think. I think I have a clear one.
Game Boy Pocket was just a really cool. In elementary school, I remember the advertising campaign for it, just advertising how small it was and it could literally go in your pocket. And bringing that to school was just the cool thing. Like,
See, the reason
man,
I don't
playing
like
video
the
games at
pocket
school.
is because it's not in color.
No. It's not Game. It's not the Game Boy Color. It came out before that though.
Mm-hmm.
It was the hipster version of the Game Boy, whereas the Game Boy Micro was the hipster version of the Game Boy Advance.
I wouldn't say the Game Boy Pocket's the hipster version of the Game Boy because, I mean, look at this thing compared to the Pocket. I mean, the size
Size
difference.
is just awesome. Yep.
It's just huge. And the screen isn't even compromised at all.
No, the screen's the same size.
So, unlike the Micro that has the minuscule size screen compared to the SP, I mean, that doesn't sacrifice anything, and you can actually put that in your pocket.
If you're a gentleman, you will just get this system for all your handheld needs ever. The GOAT system ever made. Not this one.
Not that one, 'cause
The
it's
one,
not
the
the
AGS 101.
101.
The other one I have in my room is the AGS 101. But this is the best system ever
Which I actually
made.
gave somebody an AGS 101.
Well, it's
recently.
really nice of you. I would not have been that generous unless it was their birthday or something. But yeah, just like look at how small that is now. That's perfect size for your pocket. And then when you flip it up, it's not bad size either, and it's light.
Yeah.
And you can play it
I
at
love
night,
it.
and it charges. It doesn't need batteries. It's just the best system ever.
Plus, these things, we find them at yard sales, and people are like, we haven't touched this thing in 10 years, and we can turn it on.
Yep.
The battery on those things is just ridiculous.
Yep.
I don't think
Some
I've
of them,
charged mine
I've had
for...
some issues, but you can buy for under $5. You can buy a brand new one of those batteries on eBay with the screwdriver bit to take it out. So
That's awesome.
I've done that. That is it for finds. Real quick plugs, so my laptop doesn't light on fire. We're 25 minutes in already.
Yoshi's Woolly World, I'm actually writing the script tonight, and I'll probably be editing the video, putting up that pretty soon. Spoiler alert, the game's awesome. I like it a lot.
Oh, good.
IGN and GameSpot can go suck it. I thought it's a lot of fun.
Oh, good. So we're actually against the... It's refreshing to see a review that's not just the stereotypical...
Yeah, I don't understand. They're like hating on Nintendo recently. I guess Triforce Heroes got pretty bad reviews. But for some reason, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, everyone's giving 9s.
Oh, yeah.
Even though it looks
Well,
awful.
IGN's rating scale is like 9 is bad, 9.25 is okay, 9.5
Unless it's Nintendo,
is good.
they didn't give me enough money.
No,
so, you know.
yeah, but I stopped caring about IGN years ago just because every game ever is a 9 or above. Like, and then they've given out like 5 10s. The real day I stopped caring about IGN is the day they gave a game a 10 out of 10 and then had negatives for it. They had the pros and
See,
they had
okay.
negatives. It can't happen.
I can understand that because when they say 10 for a game, it doesn't mean it's perfect. It means it's just an incredible game.
Yes, it does.
They highly recommend it to everyone. There's no such thing as perfection.
Then it should be 9.75 if there's problems with it to them.
So nothing deserves a 10.
That would be like if you got a math test back and you had 5 questions wrong. They said, "Here's 100% Fanta." Like, unless they're grading with some crazy curve, it doesn't make any sense.
But then nothing would get a 10. You know what I mean? Like,
well, if they have a 10, they should not have 0 complaints about it. I'm not saying there's such thing as a perfect game, but there should be 0 complaints.
okay.
I had no complaints with this game, 10 out of 10. But if it had complaints about it but thought it was a great game, then maybe a 9.5.
Okay.
That's why IGN's rating scale
Were
is
the
so
complaints
broken.
like minor complaints though, or were they like?
It was I think it was a Grand Theft Auto game. I think it was the most recent one that got a 10 out of 10, and it had things in the negative. And that can't happen.
Okay.
It can't be a perfect game and had problems. It just inherently doesn't make sense. So we are out. If the video gets 300 likes, I'll shave the mustache off.
Oh yeah, because everyone's been talking about the mustache.
Everyone's been saying about it, saying bad things about it, which is fine. I wanted it to be nice and glorious for No Shave November, so I got a head start.
Are you gonna do like the little twirl thing?
I was gonna do the villain mustache, yeah, but no, probably not. If it gets 300 likes, I will shave the mustache. And again, our deal is still on. If this video gets 300 likes, 3 hours of game hunting instead of 2 next week.
How about 400 likes? He does the twirl thing.
No, I'm not doing that. not for any reason. All right, so we're out, guys. Thank you for watching, and take care. Have a good one.